that I would show him how to position in a team fight. So it's gonna be this game, right? So let's get into this game. Pretty much just do whatever I want. Let's look at this game. This game, my team is going to fall relatively far behind, even though we're up in kills, right? Look at this. Oh, this is actually a good fight. So the game is even, but let's look at it. My Olaf is the only one that's fed. My jungler, losing matchup, but he's up in CS somehow. But he's down levels. My mid lane, losing. Me, I'm losing, but I'm still scaling over Tristana. Is this an NA? Yes, this is indeed NA. My Yumi's not gonna be more useful than a Leona right now. So, an objective is spawning. There's 3 things you need to know when thinking about how to position in a team fight. Let's open like paint. So 3 things for team fighting. Number 1, you need to think about how to set up. How to set up in a team fight. What this means is you need to think about where am I going to come from where am I going to come in this team fight from? Am I going to come from the top side, bottom side, with my team, not with my team? As an AD carry, I always want to position with my team. Why am I not going through this tiny little corridor here when it's faster for me to get to this dragon and the dragon's already being taken, right? That's because it's a lot more dangerous, right? There's more people playing from the bot side than there are from the top side. My tank, my support are all playing from the top side of the dragon pit. If I come from the bottom side of this dragon pit, guess what? I could get there sooner, but what damage am I going to do if I'm instantly dead because they're all blocking me from getting into the team fight to deal that damage? I can't. So here, look. My Olaf is fighting 1v2, 1v3. I'm really farming from team fight. This looks pretty lost, right? Because there's everyone just dogging on like my jungler. My top laner just fighting and chasing. It's like an uneven fight because my Groggs isn't even in here yet. But guess what? Because I came in from the top side and no one's here defending me, guess what? The way they gap close me, they can't. There's nothing they have. So guess what? I'm going to space around. So second thing you're going to look at for a team fight. Number 2. That's an ugly W. Thanks. What kills me? This is the second rule and probably the most important rule of how to team fight as someone who's range, especially as AD carry. I know you like Kale, so it's the same concept. What can kill me? A lot of AD carries seem to forget that they're very, very squishy for some reason. They'll take the most dangerous paths and just get themselves killed and not think about, oh, I didn't know that someone could come out of the fog and kill me. I didn't know that Talon could just hop over the wall that I didn't have warded and just one-tap me. Bro, think about what can kill you. In this case, what can kill me? A knockup, which is a pull from Darius that can get me into a Yasuo ulti. So I'm looking at that. Yasuo already uses ulti on my Olaf here. Leona engage, she's too far away from me. Fucking Tristana jump over the wall. The last person, which is, I don't even know who this is. Who is that? I think it's Trundle. Trundle used Pillar and is fighting my team already. The only person that can kill me right now is Darius. So what am I going to do? I'm going to play front to back. Also, that's going to be the third thing. The last tip in order to play a team fight as a ranged target is almost, honestly, just hit front to back. These are the 3 golden rules that you need to think about on how to team fight as a ranged character, especially as an AD carry. They seem very, very simple, right? Like, oh, how do I get to a team fight? Simple enough. Think about what can kill me. Oh, I always think of this. Think of the Malphite ulti. Play front to back. That's how AD carry is supposed to be played. Everyone thinks they know these 3 concepts oh so well, but everyone forgets that the moment they get into the game. They always forget whenever it actually matters because, well, it's just a very, very expected lesson, right? And that's what makes it so hard for people to learn and understand. When something is so basic, everyone autopilots these 3 concepts. Same thing when it comes to laning, when it comes to CSing. Whenever you tell an AD carry players like, oh, how do you win an ADC? Just CS, bro. Everyone thinks, wait, that's it? But that's not going to help me. Everyone says that. I know how to CS. No, you don't. You don't think about CSing. All you think about is trying to last hit the creep as best as you can, and you don't think about your wave management. You don't think about how you get your wave into a favorable spot. You don't think about how you're going to last hit, when you should last hit, what your wave manipulation should look like. You're not thinking about all that. You're just thinking at a very basic level. These 3 concepts can be extended onto about like 16 different other concepts that people don't think about. But you're just going to generalize them up to these 3 because until you can recognize that this is going to be your core concepts that you need to think about every time, you are going to lose because you're going to forget them. Is this going to be on Game Leap? Nah, I'll probably do something like this on Game Leap though later. This is really good content for that. I can make a 2-for-1 special. But good point. So here, like I said, think about what can kill me. Nothing can kill me. Tristana's 1 HP. I'm sniping the Tristana. Look at this guy. This guy's not thinking about the same concepts I am as I'm walking into this fight. He entered the fight way too early. Guess what he does? He's fighting my Rammus and my Olaf. He's not playing this like safe. He's not playing up here where he can just run away from me and rocket jump. He's playing down here with his teammates, and he has to forcibly jump out. He's not thinking about what can kill him because look, when he comes back around, he's not thinking about my ulti. Meanwhile, I am. I'm looking at every single person that I can hit. When you play in ranged champion, especially in AD carry, look at a team fight from a bird's eye view. Everything that happens in a team fight, you should be noticing on your screen. Don't just look at what's happening in this little section of your screen. That's where the fight is. Look at literally this, like this entire thing. I'm noticing my Gragas is literally coming from behind me. So if someone tries to gank me, if someone's trying to flank me, even though I know where they all are, I just walk next to my Gragas who's behind me instead of walking away, and he can CC them for me. And look, I turned a lost team fight into a triple kill for me, and that allowed me to snowball this game up until this point. Guess what? My teammates are going to start running it down over and over and over. We lost Dragon Soul. Like, look at this fight. Gragas gets caught out. Can't do anything. Dragon's spawning in less than a minute. It's spawning in 22 seconds. My top laner also got solo killed way up here. This dragon is completely gone. So let's go over our concepts again. How to set up in a fight. All right, let's look at it. We see the entire team pretty much pathing from bot lane through mid. And I know that they're going to be on Baron. Why? Because they know that 2 of our main tank members are pretty much dead. I'm with a squishy person with a Yuumi with the Rammus. Rammus is the only person that's in my front line who has very little mechanics to peel me other than just taunting one person, right? All I have left is just me and Yuumi. Okay, look at the setup. I see all 5 members on the enemy team, including the Leona, who should be watching and guarding off this Baron fight. So that tells me that I'm free to walk in here completely safe. I don't have to worry about that ward because that's not a TPable ward. I don't have to worry about the Leona. Look at what happens here. Yuumi uses her red trinket, right? This means that I can see all the vision that they have. I have one way that I'm planning to win this fight. How did I think of setting up here? I thought of setting up by looking at this vision. And if they have no vision, I'm going to sneak into this bush and I'm going to Inferno ulti all 5 of them because they're going to be grouped up here, right? Because they're all doing Baron. They're all going to be stacked on top of each other. That's how most people do Baron. All right, this is how I set it up, right? I set it because I saw all 5. I know they don't have vision, and I'm ulting from Fog of War. Guess what happens? Boom, dude. Like, that's how I solo won this fight. I solo won this fight because look how much damage I just did to the enemy team. That's 200 years right there. That's 200 years. And because of that, I didn't space perfectly well, but I got enough to where I killed every single person on the enemy team because my team ends up picking this up. They even cleaned up the Tristana after a little bit. And that went from a game ender, because if they got Baron, guess what? They're going to outscale my team. I can't do anything because they're going to be too tanky, and I don't have enough beefy frontliners because they're just going to kill them, and the game's lost. But because I denied them that Baron, that extra power gold, that extra little minion push, because they don't have any siege. All they needed was Baron for them to siege, because that allows them to set up for Elder, that allows them to set up for siege, that allows them to set up for split push. Because I denied that, thinking about how I can team fight, well, I played my concepts well. How do I set up? I cleared the vision. I looked at where everyone was to see if I can walk in. What can kill me? What can kill me? Trundle Pillar? Trundle's focusing on Baron. Can't kill me. No one's watching me walk in because I saw all 5 of them on the trinket, so I know that I'm safe. Lastly, I'm hitting front to back. I'm just ulti. I hit all 5. They're all dead. Simple as that. I hope that helps you learn a little bit about how to team fight as a ranged character. Again, these 3 concepts you just always have to think about. You can't just only just have, okay, I'm a ranged character in team fight, I just have to kite people, right? That's very basic. You need to think about these 3 concepts, and that is how you are going to succeed as a ranged character, or especially as an AD carry or Kale. Because Kale is basically an AP ranged AD carry. Sure, I got a boner back then. True. Yeah, dude, this helped a lot. Appreciate it, man. Hope this helped. All right, time to queue up again. Back to the music. Oh my god.